You ever noticed how you've been getting out of a rut for 3 months now? Not tomorrow, not next week, 3 months, and you're still in bed at 2 p.m. watching videos about people who wake up at 5 a.m. in the same pajamas from yesterday. Actually, you're not even sure if these are yesterday's pajamas. Could be last week's. You know what I'm talking about. That planner you bought? Under your bed, next to the yoga mat from January. And the running shoes you wore to the grocery store. Once, here's the thing though, you've watched 47 videos about morning routines, saved 23 motivational quotes, even bought a planner that you used once. And hey, you're aware of it. You know you're stuck. You know you should change. But knowing doesn't help. You're not stuck because you're lazy. You're stuck because you're good at it. You've optimized being stuck. You've got a routine for doing nothing, a schedule for wasting time. Wake up late, scroll, feel bad, promise to change, repeat. It's predictable, and predictable feels safe until it's not. That's the weird part. You're not even enjoying it. You're scrolling, but you're not happy. Watching videos, but you're not entertained. You're just there, going through the motions. And then someone asks, "What did you do today?" And you're like, stuff. But really, you just watched TikTok for 6 hours and ate cereal twice. You can't even remember what you watched. Just a blur of dancing, cooking, drama, cats. And now it's 11 p.m. and you're like, where did the day go? It went to the algorithm. That's where it went. But here's the twist nobody tells you. You're not stuck in a rut. The rut is stuck in you. You've become the rut, and loops are hard to break because they're automatic. You don't even think about it anymore. Like, you wake up, and your hand just reaches for your phone. You don't decide to do it. It just happens. And then you're scrolling before you even remember your own name. Your brain is like, I don't know who I am yet, but I need to see what strangers are doing. Priorities. And then you see someone's perfect morning routine. Green smoothie. Meditation, journaling. And you're like, I should do that. While eating chips in bed at 2 p.m. in your underwear, living the dream. The comparison is the worst part. Everyone online looks like they have their life together. Meanwhile, you're over here like, I forgot to brush my teeth for 2 days. And then you start thinking, maybe I'm just not that person. Maybe I'm just the person who stays in bed. Maybe that's just who I am. Which is a dangerous thought, because if you decide, this is just who I am, then you never have to try. You can just be like, I'm a bed person. It's my identity. Put it on your resume. Skills, scrolling, napping, overthinking. Years of experience, 3 months, and counting. But here's what nobody tells you. The rut isn't the problem. You are. Not because you're lazy. But because you're waiting. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting to feel motivated. Waiting for the perfect moment. And your brain? Your brain is just happy you're not making it do anything uncomfortable. Like, imagine you actually did wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. You'd feel weird. You'd be like, why is it so quiet? Why is the sun not up yet? Did I time travel? And then you'd probably just go back to bed. Because 6 a.m. you is a stranger. You don't know that person. That person drinks green smoothies and does yoga. You drink coffee and regret. But here's the weird part. You already know all this. You know you're stuck. You know you should change. But knowing doesn't help. Because you've tried before. You've had those fresh start moments. New year, new month, new week, new day. This time will be different. Spoiler, it wasn't. Because you're trying to change everything at once. Wake up early, exercise, eat healthy, read, meditate, journal. You're basically trying to become a different person overnight, which is like a lot. Even when you do try. You go hard for like 2 days. Wake up at 6 a.m., drink water, do push-ups. You're like, this is it. New me. Day 3. You sleep through your alarm. And you're like, well, I already messed up. Might as well go back to bed. Which is insane logic. Like if you dropped your phone, you wouldn't throw it at the wall just because it already fell once. But with your life, already ruined. Let's ruin it more. It's like you're speed-running failure. But what if I told you the rut isn't the problem? What if the problem is you're trying to escape it? Instead of just stepping out. Like, you don't need a plan. You don't need motivation. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to move the phone. Put it in another room when you sleep. That's it. That's the whole thing. Not a life overhaul. Not a personality transplant. Just move the phone. 'Cause if your phone's not next to your bed, you can't scroll first thing in the morning. You'd have to actually get up, which sounds small, but it's not, because that one small thing breaks the loop. And once the loop breaks, you realize something wild. You were never stuck. You were just comfortable. And comfortable is the most dangerous place to be. Because comfortable doesn't feel like a problem. It feels like nothing. And nothing is easy to ignore. Until one day you wake up and realize you've been ignoring your life for 3 months, or 3 years, or you get it. So here's the truth. The rut isn't permanent. You are, unless you do something about it. And something doesn't mean everything. It means one thing. Move the phone, or whatever your version of that is. Because here's the final twist. You're not going to feel ready. You're not going to feel motivated. You're not going to feel like doing it. You're just going to do it. And then you're going to feel weird and uncomfortable. And like this isn't me. Good. That means you're not in the rut anymore. That means you're moving. Self-awareness, 100%. Motivation, still loading. Progress, 1%. But 1% is more than 0%. And 0% is where you've been for 3 months. So, move the phone.